Yes, Kurt, thanks very much. Good morning, everyone. At least 6 investigators from the Transportation Safety Board will be of a fatal train derailment in Burlington today. A key piece of evidence will be the train's black box, which recorded crucial details that could explain why the crash happened. Melissa Lamb is following this story, and Melissa, we're hearing now from officials on where things go from here. What are they saying?
That's right, Annette. The mayor of Burlington spoke this morning, and he says that service on the tracks could resume as early as today, and investigators and crews continue to work on the scene this morning. Now, still searching for clues as to what causes to happen. The chief operating officer of Via Rail says that weather was not a factor and that no radio call was made yesterday. The Via Rail train carrying 75 passengers went off the track around 3:30 p.m. near Burlington, Ontario. 3 people were killed and 3 others were seriously injured. The mayor of Burlington says the investigation is still ongoing.
Tonight it was an expectation that the investigation could be completed today and the cleanup work could be completed today, but I would not take that to the bank. I would ask some of the other officials who may be here later this morning those questions.
And we will keep you up to date on this incident, bring you the very latest from the scene this morning. The Halton police are expected to speak in about 15 minutes' time. Annette?
Okay, Melissa, thanks. Jury selection begins today in 2 high-profile murder trials. The first is for a man accused of killing an Ottawa police officer. Former RCMP officer Kevin Gregson is charged with first-degree murder in the death of Eric Chapnick. He was fatally stabbed at the civic campus of the Ottawa Hospital in December 2009. Gregson's trial was supposed to start last November, but it was delayed when his lawyer asked to be taken off the case. The Crown is expected to call on 25 witnesses during the trial, including the paramedics who tried to save Chapnick. And 2009 was also the year that 8-year-old Tori Stafford vanished from her school in Woodstock and was found dead 3 months later. Jury selection starts today for the trial of 31-year-old Michael Rafferty. He is charged with first-degree murder, sexual assault, and kidnapping in her death. 21-year-old Terry Lynn McClintic has already been convicted of first-degree murder in Tori's death. A trip to an Ottawa emergency room in January required a lot of patience as wait times went up in most area hospitals. The only exception was at the Mo4, which actually shortened wait times to just over 4 hours. That's below the provincial average. At the Civic campus, patients waited more than 6 hours to see a doctor. The wait times at the General campus was 6 hours, while patients at the Queensway Carleton and CHEO waited more than 5 hours. And more days were added to wait times for an MRI at the Ottawa Hospital. Last month, patients were given wait times of about 240 days. That's 17 days longer than the wait back in December. Wait times at the Queensway Carleton are more than 100 days. Patients at the Mo4 waited 65 days. And the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario had the shortest wait times, coming in at nearly 40 days. Police in British Columbia are investigating after 70 people were sent to hospital because of excessive chlorine at a swim meet. Swimmers were warming up in the pool before the competition yesterday when a strong chemical smell was reported. Several kids, some still in their wet bathing suits, were evacuated to a nearby arena. 45 children and 25 adults were treated in hospital. All but 2 were released. Chlorine is used to sanitize pool water, but it can be toxic in high concentrations.